also sitting by my window. I don't know if you guys got a chance to go outside. I've taken the dog on 2 walks today. I might end up going on a 3rd one, maybe a hike. So I've had a couple of people ask me questions and send me messages recently, and I'm just coming on here to answer those questions and address them. And we're going to do it differently today. We're going to do it in English and in Spanish because I've had questions from both languages that I need to address. But I don't usually sit here when I do my live things. I usually sit in my room, my Reiki room. But the breeze coming in through this window is incredible today. Hola familia, estoy aquí en vivo como lo he prometido porque he tenido unas cuantas preguntas relacionadas a lo que está pasando en nuestro mundo y vengo aquí hoy para poder hablar de ellas. Lo voy a hacer primero en inglés y luego lo voy a traducir en español, así que tengáis un poquito de paciencia conmigo. Y estoy al lado de mi ventana favorita. El aire hoy está loco. So we're gonna do this question that I have, and I wrote them down. I'm gonna go back and forth between English and Spanish today. So what I did, I wrote all of them down. The first one that I'm going to address is a question that came up a couple of times in the past week or two, and it's the question that it's been asked in different ways. The first question that I was asked is, what is this urge that I have in my chest to change? I don't know what to do. I don't know what it is. I feel weighed down. I feel like I need to do something differently in my life, and that I feel like there's some kind of either higher calling or something else that's going on that's like stirring up inside of me. And now I'm going to translate it, alright? So just be patient. So he tenido dos o tres preguntas muy similares, y básicamente son preguntas que están preguntando gente que pregunta, tengo algo que me está llamando el nombre, ¿no? Que me pienso que tengo que hacer algo, que tengo que cambiar algo en mi vida, que tengo que hacer algún cambio y no sé lo que es, pero lo siento en el pecho. Siento como si me levanto todos los días y algo me hace falta, pero si miro a mi alrededor, lo tengo todo. So this feeling in your chest of like this pulling and this constant, and you feel it in your throat and you feel it in your chest. You feel this like yanking and pulling. This yanking and pulling is the awakening that's happening. It's literally actively happening. It is a higher calling, and the higher calling is just a more human experience. It's not that you need to just go save a bunch of lives. It just has to do with your calling as a human being to be connected to the collective, because the shift is happening. There's a giant shift happening in our lives. This year, between COVID and quarantine and all the politics, especially here in the United States, the election year, there's a lot of friction happening, and we all feel it as a collective, right? Because we are all connected. We are one love. Entonces lo que te está pasando ahora es ese sentido de la garganta en el pecho, ese sentido que quieres cambiar, que tienes que moverte, tienes que cambiar la vida, tienes que hacer algo, pero no sabes lo que es una llamada del universo, una colectiva de gente, todos nosotros, que estamos despertándonos, ¿no? Y lo que espera ese universo es un cambio directo, un cambio completo, un cambio humano, un cambio que está concentrado en la experiencia conecta de los seres humanos en este planeta. Y los seres humanos conectados al planeta, a la Tierra, al environment. Y es una cosa que todos los estamos oyendo, lo estamos sintiendo. We're all feeling this pull to change, this pull to sort of let go of the pre-programming that we've always had, this expectation to wake up every single day and grind, and wake up every single day and work so hard that we can't even see straight. That's not what the calling is. The calling that we have currently is more of a self-care, love-based calling. Once you can ground yourself in this calling and ground yourself in the calling of love and self-love and self-care, then you can connect this experience, the human experience of everybody around you. I'm translating it. Entonces lo que está pasando es que esa llamada que sientes en el corazón, que te está tirando a un sitio conectado, tienes que conectarte más como eres un ser humano, y los seres humanos somos amor. We have come to this earth to love. And that is the hardest part when human beings go through very traumatic experiences. And when society has expectations for us that are not real expectations. You can't be expected to work 75 hours a week and be a healthy, thriving human being. You need to find balance. And the powers that may require you to pay all these goddamn bills. So you cognitively, continuously keep digging yourself deeper into these holes of negativity that cause imbalance, that cause disease, right? Think about it. Lo que está pasando en esta tierra ahora, con la existencia de COVID, con la existencia de los cambios económicos, los cambios físicos, los cambios emocionales. Si te piensas al principio de esto, cuando estábamos todos en cuarentena, sentados dentro de casa, no podíamos salir, primero te tienes miedo, luego empiezas a pensar que esta vida no está tan mal, y luego a veces también puedes pensar que esa existencia es terrible, o para algunas personas esta existencia es increíble. La experiencia, lo que estás sintiendo en esos momentos en tu vida es una llamada a niveles más altos, a niveles humanos, a niveles de amor puro, y concentrarte en estar bien, en llegar a momentos en la vida, en tu vida, ahora mismo, donde vas a hacer cosas que vas a sentirte bien. Y eso es la existencia humana. Lo que tienes que hacer como un ser humano, tienes que llegar a una posición en tu vida donde todas las experiencias que tienes las vives con el corazón lleno de amor. Las malas o las buenas. Porque en realidad no hay cosas malas y cosas buenas. Es la perspectiva que tienes de la situación que te está pasando en estos momentos. So you can label things as bad and good. But in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of life, there is no such thing as bad or good. There are unfortunate events, and there are sad events, but it has to do with your perspective of the situation. We talk about perspective all the time when we get together on this thing, right? We talk about what perspective of your life are you taking depending on the experience. I'm sinking in my own couch. On this couch, I'm sinking. Sorry, guys. So it's the existence of what you have, or your perspective of what is happening to you today. But at the end of the day, if you think about how far you've come as an adult, every experience in your life has taught you something about yourself and something about the human experience. And next we're talking about ghosting. Talk about human experience. Present human experience. So anyway, translating it. So básicamente lo que nos está pasando ahora es que todas las experiencias de nuestra vida no son buenas y son malas. Es la perspectiva de lo que te está pasando. Porque si te lo piensas bien pensado, si estás en los 30, los años 40, los años 50, los años 60, cualquier edad que tienes, si piensas bien la situación donde estás viviendo ahora, todo lo que te ha pasado en tu vida, todas las relaciones que has tenido, todos los trabajos, todas las viviendas donde has vivido, todos los países que has visitado, todas las ciudades que has visitado, te has enseñado algo, has aprendido algo de la vida te ha enseñado algo, la vida te ha tirado al suelo, te ha arrastrado por el cabello, pero cuando te has levantado has aprendido algo de la persona que te ha dejado, del trabajo que dejaste, de algo. Y cuando más tiempo pasa y cuando más crecemos, más aprendemos a dejar las cosas ser a no aguantarlas tan fuertemente. Las dejamos ir. The hardest part about letting go of experiences and situations, is disconnecting your expectations and your feelings of the expected results that never actually happened. Ghosting is another question I've been asked on here by a couple of people that I've known for a long time, and a couple of new followers that I've had, and even just clients that have questioned the experience of ghosting. Teal Swan is an incredible speaker and a true inspiration and a great guide. She has just actually talked about this in one of her YouTube videos, which I will share on here. She's got a clip on Instagram about ghosting and being ghosted. Also, Russell Brand has a great video too about ghosting and being ghosted. We've labeled it ghosting and we've labeled it ghosting just because it's become this, just like the cancel society, right? Or cancel culture, society culture. We've labeled it canceling culture. We put labels on things, which is fucking stupid because there's no need to give them this like incredible labels. The truth is, it's abandonment. It's somebody retracting. Is somebody who possesses very cowardly, very, very, very cowardly traits. I'm going to translate. So, no sé cómo se llama en español, pero en inglés se llama ghosting. Ghosting es cuando estás hablando con alguien y estás en una relación con ellos y desaparecen. O sea, una persona que estás interesada en él o en ella porque tenéis una relación íntima, o amigos que desaparecen de tu vida sin explicación. Así se llama ghosting o cancel culture, la cultura de cancelar a alguien porque alguien dice algo que no te gusta. He tenido muchas preguntas sobre ese tema y hay una mujer americana que se llama Teal Swan que tiene un video sobre esa cultura. Le ponemos nosotros títulos a cosas, ¿no? Como que compartamentos a cosas que hace la gente, pero en realidad es abandonar a alguien o deshacerse de una relación sin explicación, desaparecer. Y la gente que hace cosas así, la gente que llega en tu vida y sin explicación desaparecen, esa persona en particular tiene algún problema con tener conversaciones con las personas en su vida, conversas reales sobre la vida, sobre emociones. Y cuando se asustan o cuando les da miedo o cuando no quieren tener ninguna clase de pelea o de conversación intensa con la otra persona, lo que hacen es que se desaparecen. Porque si desaparecen, entonces no tienen que estar hablando no tienen que discutir nada con nadie. Pueden irse a vivirse la vida y desconectarte del mundo y conocer a otra persona y olvidarse de ti. Eso es abandonamiento. Llámalo lo que quieras llamarlo. La suerte que tienes que esa gente te ha dejado es impresionante, porque ahora no tienes que estar preocupándote porque esta persona está abusando de ti, ha desaparecido. So ghosting or cancel culture is something that we've labeled for God knows what reason, but it's basic abandonment. These are cowards. People that ghost and leave you, people that just, it could be an intimate relationship, it can be a friendship, it can be anything at all. It can be somebody you were dating for like 6 months and then just up and disappeared when things get sort of difficult. Or even cancel culture, which I fucking think is ridiculous. Human beings are human beings. We're not perfect. We all have traumas. We all have shit that we have baggage. We all have baggage. We all have crap that we drag behind us with us all the time. We all have demons. We all have dark sides. We all have things that we have had to deal with and heal and face. The people that have the characteristics to be able to ghost or believe in the cancel culture are people that are cowards. They're not willing to have really, really, really intense, deep conversations. Do you want to date somebody or be around somebody that when shit gets tough, they just crawl under a blanket and won't talk about it? No, nobody wants that. So being ghosted in the craziest way is a blessing. You're being blessed. Whoever packs up their bags and goes and doesn't have an explanation for you, they're a bunch of cowards. And we've encouraged this by making shows of it, by labeling it. It's not any different. Somebody who, in our cancel culture, and somebody who ghosts is somebody who is weak and incapable of a true, committed, full-blown, healthy, grounded relationship. So grounding was another question that I was asked. Grounding is a very important thing that in times of crisis such as these is a necessity, especially because the majority of us human beings are being called to a higher calling where we are our basis is love. Our foundation is love. We have to operate everything from love. You can't have hatred in your heart and call yourself a loving, caring person. You can't be judgmental and be a loving, caring person. You have to keep an open mind. There are so many different walks of life and so many different people. If you're going through shit, we're all going through some kind of shit. And when it comes to grounding, it means that your feet are grounded to the ground like a fucking tree. You will get slapped around and you will get shoved and you will get pushed and you will get pulled just like a tree in the wind. The wind is blowing like crazy. None of my trees have uprooted. They all just kind of dance around. I will show you a video about it later, about grounding. But I'm going to translate it now. So básicamente, para concluir lo de ghosting o lo de cancel culture, básicamente son personas que no pueden tener conversaciones contigo reales de los males que tenemos dentro de nosotros mismos. Somos seres humanos. La trauma de nuestra vida es real. Los abusos nuestros de nuestra vida son reales. La gente que nos ha abusado, que ha abusado de nosotros, los trabajos, la mierda de la vida, todos tenemos mierda, todos tenemos dolor de dolor. Pero tienes que quedarte grounded, tienes que quedarte presente y como un árbol en la tierra con las the branches. I don't know why I can't translate today. I think I'm just lost in my thoughts. But grounding. People will come into your life and will leave without explanation. It'll happen 1,000 times over, especially with the collective changes that we are experiencing right now. The wind is insane. I don't know if you guys... I love this shit. So grounding, you will get ghosted 1,000,000 times, especially in the culture that we're currently living in, because a lot of people that are being called to show up and they don't fucking want to. They say they do. The imagination creates a whole entire new reality. You can imagine anything you want. The actual fact is that the possibilities of this universe are completely endless. No matter what all these motherfuckers try to say to you. You can be and do whatever you want. You can make as much money as you want. You can go anywhere you want. You can eat whatever you want. You have to understand what your limitations are as a human being. I mean, there are no limitations in reality because you are your source. I'm being like attacked by this mind, but I'm translating it. So básicamente, en este mundo no hay ninguna clase de limitación. Y lo que estás sintiendo en el pecho, y en la garganta, en la cabeza, y en los pies, en todo el cuerpo, esa magnitud que sientes de querer ser mejor y querer ser más abierta, querer ser más presente, saber más, educarte más, es la realidad de nuestro mundo ahora. Ahora, muchísima gente que desaparece, que no te explican por qué se van, lo que se llama ghosting, es gente que no tiene la piel bastante thick, right? Bastante fuerte para continuar adelante, a hacer lo que tienen que ser, a llegar a un punto de su vida donde son mejor de lo que eran el día anterior. No pueden hacerlo, no pueden llegar al nivel que tienen que llegar, entonces se van y se esconden. Tú tienes que llegar a un momento en tu vida donde tienes los pies tan plantados a la tierra como un árbol, y cada vez que te pegan o te dan o el aire se pasa de 1000 kilómetros a la hora, tú todavía puedes estar con los pies en la tierra, grounded. You have to get grounded. And the question is, how do you become grounded? How do you find grounding? Well, there are 7 chakras. Hay 7 chakras, 7. It starts with your root chakra. Ironic, right? So your root chakra is red. Your root chakra represents your ability to take care of yourself, to financially support yourself, to be grounded, stable. So, we're going to start with that root chakra. And this week I am going to post a 7 chakra meditation on YouTube that will help you ground yourself. ¿Cómo puedes tener los pies en la tierra y poder moverte como un árbol que nada te dañe? Tienes que balancear tus chakras, empezando con your root chakra, la que está a la base de la espina, que es roja. Y esta semana voy a poner un video a YouTube de meditation, cómo balancear, como de meditación, cómo balancear las 7 chakras para llegar a un punto en tu vida donde cuando te da el aire, tú puedes moverte, y cuando se va la gente, después de decir adiós, te tienen que dañar. People will still hurt you and it'll still hurt. And even though you're grounded and you're meditating and you're working at it, your heart will hurt. But you have to continue moving forward and healing yourself through this pain, and understand that if anybody fucking leaves you without a goddamn explanation, bye Felicia. It's their fucking loss. If anybody leaves you after all the things they've said to you, is because they're not strong enough to follow through on what they need to say. And you don't want anybody in your life that's full of shit. You don't have time. The world is limitless and endless, and there's a million people out there that you can connect to. You have to just open up your heart to it. Fuck what anybody has to say. I'm sick and tired of people giving me rules and regulations about who I'm meeting or not meeting. And somebody said to me the other day, "You're so wonderful and great. Maybe that's why you don't have a partner." Fuck that. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. The people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life regardless. And the things and everything that is meant to be in your life will be in your life regardless. So, básicamente, tienes que saber que tú puedes, tú tienes la fuerza para continuar adelante y que no hay ningún límite en este mundo. Da igual lo que dice la gente, que se jodan, porque no hay límites en este mundo. Y lo que tienes que hacer tú es llegar a un sitio en tu corazón donde tienes un balance de your crown, de encima de tu cabeza, hasta tus pies. Cuando te pasan las cosas, respirar fondo y decir, el universo me protege y yo puedo con todo. So, we're going to do a really quick root chakra inhale and exhale exercise. That's going to take you less than 3 minutes. Vamos a hacer un ejercicio, menos de 5 minutos, menos de 10 minutos, menos de 5 minutos, para ayudarte con tu primera chakra, que es roja, que está a la base de la espina. Your root chakra is at the base of your spine. So you're going to stay comfortably wherever you are. And you're going to inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and just feel your lungs, keep inhaling and exhaling and feel your lungs expand and fill with air. Respira fondo por la nariz y sácalo por la boca calmadamente. Respira y repite después de mí. Repeat after me. I am grounded. Keep breathing. I am strong. Keep breathing. I am able. Keep breathing. I am badass. Keep breathing. I can care for myself, and I am capable of financially supporting myself and my needs. Continue to breathe. I am free. I am a financially free mother. I am manifesting the financial stability that will give me the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. And keep breathing. Y ahora en español, respira por la nariz y sácalo por la boca y piensa, yo puedo, yo soy fuerte. Las finanzas mías están perfectamente balanceadas. Yo atraigo dinero, muchísimo dinero. Me llueve el dinero, me sobra el dinero. Respira fondo. Por cada dólar, cada euro que yo me gasto, 20 más vienen a magnetarse a mí. Yo soy capaz de cuidarme y soy poderosa y fuerte y financieramente independiente. And you keep breathing and you connect your root chakra to yourself and to understand that you are grounded and you are cared for and you are financially free. Let's make sure that I have covered. Okay, so I've covered everything. So you guys have asked me, why do you feel like something is missing in your life and you feel like you're being pulled, and sometimes you wake up like something is not right, but then if you really sit there and think about it, everything that you want and need is right in front of you because you're being called to a higher calling. Why do people leave me when I don't want them to leave me? Why do they just ghost and disappear? It's a universal cleansing. Okay, universal cleansing. The people that are not meant to be in your life should not fucking be in your life. There are 4 months left to this year. Because there are 4 months left to this year, the universal shift is much faster because we're in the middle of an awakening. And the awakening pulls and tugs us in every direction. And there is no timeline because time doesn't exist in the collective. But if you're being pulled and you feel this sort of like urge, like almost like not anxiety so much, but a knot in your throat and a knot in your heart, do meditations that will, your throat chakra is connected to your self-expression and your truth. Speak your fucking truth. If people don't like your truth, the door is right there. They can go. Anybody who magnetizes at your level, meets you at your level, you can tell them whatever it is that you want because they understand that you are doing it from love because they know you, and that we are human beings going through a human experience and spirits that live within us, and we're having a hard time just getting by, and everybody is going through something. So you are having this chest and throat chakra and root chakra, you're being shaken up a little bit. You need to work on grounding and balancing. This week I'm going to post another grounding and balancing meditation. For today, just disconnect from social media. Take 5 to 10 minutes and just inhale and exhale in a closet, in a bedroom, sitting or laying down. And just breathe, and for every thought that enters your mind, just clear it. The ghosting thing, cancel culture thing, we need to change it. Because somebody does something like that to you, you don't do it to somebody else. The reason why people ghost, why people cancel you out, is because they're not strong enough to meet you where you are. And there's such thing as free will. And because there's such thing as free will, we cannot force people to be what we need them to be. They have to decide for themselves, and you have to care for yourself. If you've made an effort to reach out to these people and ask them to clarify and welcome them back in with open arms without any conflict, because these people don't want conflict, that's why they disappear. Something happened in their life that they just can't handle being present with you. If you've made an effort, you gotta let it go. So básicamente, lo que estás sintiendo en tu ser es una llamada del universo de llegar a un punto en tu vida donde estás conectada y conectado a ti mismo y al amor y al universo. La manera más fácil de hacer eso es meditando. Con la meditación es una de las cosas más importantes de nuestra vida cuando llegamos a un nivel que se espera más de nosotros. So, respirando en una habitación callada y sin ningún ruido ni nada, o sentada o acostada, respirando calmamente, y cada pensamiento, cada pensar que tienes, cada idea que te entra en la cabeza, reconoce esa idea, pero después sácala de la mente y solamente concéntrate con respirar. Esta semana voy a poner yo otro vídeo de meditación para ayudaros. Hay algunos ya a YouTube. Y si se va la gente, estamos en el medio de un awakening, de una despertada de esas de nuestros seres conectados con el universo, our source, our knowing, our soul, nuestros espíritus que están dentro de nosotros, que vibramos con ellos todos los días. Ellos nos están llamando a llegar a un nivel más alto de humanidad, donde estamos todos conectados al amor y a dar el perdón. Si la gente que tu vida no quiere estar en tu vida cuando tienes que tener una conversación de esas buenas, intensas, que tienen que tener de vez en cuando, porque somos seres humanos y todos tenemos un poquito de dolor. Si la gente se va, desaparece sin explicarte nada. Esa es la decisión suya. Si tú has hecho tu esfuerzo para traerlos otra vez dentro de tu vida y para perdonarlos y para darlos una señal que tú los quieres sin ninguna clase de conflicto, porque la gente que desaparece de tu vida es porque no quieren conflicto, no quieren tener ningún clase de conflicto. Entonces, si tú has hecho todo lo que has podido hacer en tu poder para abrir la puerta y darles el perdón y ellos no quieren entrar, no puedes forzar a nadie de hacer lo que tú quieres que hagan ellos. ¿Ok? That's it, guys. I hope this back and forth English and Spanish thing wasn't way too confusing. The wind has kind of sort of stopped, maybe. This filter and this window, I mean, I could sit here all day. But anyway, take good care. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for all the wonderful questions. I'm going to try to save this and post it on YouTube. Espero que todos estéis bien. Voy a intentar de poner esto a YouTube. No sé si me dejará, pero ale, gracias. Thanks for being here. Take care. I'm going to post a meditation video on YouTube at some point this week. Bye, guys.